All right, 11 for 16 today. Missed a 17 parlay thanks to Andy Bolton and Rob Cross. Well, really it was Andy Bolton, and then I had to change. I did end up taking a Nico Kurtz bet, which came through nicely. And here's my picks for day 2 for the International Darts Open. All right, I'm going to give you my picks for day 2. I'm just going to kind of recap day 1. Just a couple games. I'm not going to go through them all. I ended up going 4 for 8 in the afternoon session or the morning session here in North America, which is terrible. But I did get the Razma Gurney game, got all excited. I was worried about the Barry game, got the Barry game, but Andy Bolton, I don't know what he threw, but I think I could have beat Andy Bolton today, but we'll leave it as it is, right? That happens. The couple games, we'll just go through them. David Scholting, don't expect to see him again. Go through a couple of the games. Adam Gaulas, Vincent van der Voort. Vincent van der Voort won, but Adam Gaulas, I had that one. And then, like, a 157. I think he had another big checkout as well. Just devastating. So good on Vincent van der Voort for getting that win. I lost that one. Ryan Searle, for the last 3 games has been really... I'm going to take a look at that. That's a sign now. He played terribly today. Going to the afternoon games, the Mervyn King. So, by the way, I do know who this guy is, Jonas Vegso. I do know him. He's the Hungarian guy from the World Cup. The minute I saw him, I go, Jesus Christ, I know that guy. I've seen him play before. Terribly, but I've seen him play before. Let's get into this with Mervyn King. Mervyn King's like that neighbor that you got next door that complains. Like the person who sits outside, watches everything go across, and I'm going to complain. You stepped on the yellow field, and therefore I'm upset. Shut up, you. I think the guy was trying to explain to him in Hungarian, you're not even close to where I'm walking by. Did I step on the yellow? I watched games after that. Plenty of players stepped in the yellow. Plenty of them did. They're walking back. They stepped in the yellow. No different than Janos Vegso. They did. I watched Martin Lukeman do it a million times to Dimitri Vandenberg. He didn't care. Mervyn King's on the far side. How to step... Mervyn King, that's embarrassing. You're an embarrassment. Like, just embarrassing. I watched it. He stepped in the yellow. No doubt, this Janos Vegso. He definitely stepped in the yellow, but you were nowhere near him. You stepped back. You put on a little show. Oh, look at me. I put my little tears on. I'm Mervyn King. Grab some balls. If you're so pissed off, hit him. Looking at the ref. Russ, help me out here. You're just a bitch. Mervyn King is a bitch. That's embarrassing. God's sakes. Now, what I did afterwards is I watched how many people stepped in yellow. Martin Lukeman definitely stepped in the yellow. Rob Cross definitely stepped in the yellow. Dragovin Horvat definitely stepped in the yellow. And I don't know about the last game. I think Jeff Smith was so tired. I think he had a 30-hour trip or something, from what I understand, to go from Canada over there. So good on him for winning. I didn't think he played very well, but when you do a 30-hour trip with no sleep, that wasn't a bad win. So go through a couple of games. Like the Mervyn King was just embarrassing. Kim Hybricks. Well, they swore at me. Yeah, okay. Piss off. Rob Cross, very disappointing. That was a disappointing game by Rob Cross for sure. And Clemens, I called that one. So I'm hoping you jumped on me. I didn't say I bet on it. I did end up betting on it, but I can't do a video. The minute I lost on the Andy Bolton game, I was chasing money, so I put that bet on there, and I got my money back and more. But I was pretty close there. I would have, if I now, granted, if Andy Bolton would have won and I lost in the Rob Cross game, then I would have been a lot more upset. So fair enough. Let's get into the games tomorrow. First game up, Jose De Souza, Brian Rahman. I might sleep in that extra 30 minutes, not have to watch this game, because this game's going to be a walk. Jose De Souza is going to win this one 6-1. The next game up, got money on it. Daryl Gurney Damon Hedda. It's going to be a beauty game. How's this the second game on? Like, I'm looking at the end. You got a Brandon Dolan, Nico Springer later on. Like, why is Daryl Gurney, Damon Hedda the second game on in the afternoon? I don't get it. I really don't. This is a good game. This is a marquee game. This should be your, like, put it on in the afternoon games. Or, afternoon Canada. Nights there. Like, who do you got on the nights games? You got a Dirk Van Dijvenbode or Nico Kurtz. You can't put that on the afternoon games? Weird. Anyways, I like Daryl Gurney a lot in this game. He's getting good odds. I'm going to take some money on him. Daryl Gurney to win this one 6-4 over Damon Hedda. Krzysztof Rutowski to beat Louis Williams 6-3, the Polish assassin. Hopefully he doesn't have the little hang on there. But even if he does, I don't think Louis Williams has a good enough game. He wasn't very impressive today. I'll take Rutowski win this one 6-3. The next game up, how do you bet? Danny Noppert, Mervyn King. I haven't seen Danny Noppert throw a dart since the World Championships. And he didn't play very well against Ryan Searle, but even the first round he didn't play well. Mervyn King, after this display, honestly, I think he should check his Pampers. You know, I think he should get the, what do they call that? The wet wings, or when you're pissing your pants all the time, keep you dry. Child protector or whatever you got there when you complain about everything. Maybe there might be a fly that enters the building or something. We got to make sure that Mervyn King's in a bubble. No respect for that piece of crap. I'm going to take Danny Noppert to win this one 6-2, but I have no idea what to expect from Danny Noppert. No idea. So this game, nowhere near a bet. I would recommend no one go near this one. There's another one you're not going to go near either, but this one you stay away from because you have no idea what you're going to expect from Danny Noppert. Next game up, Brandon Dolan, Nico Springer. Ooh, I saw the odds for Nico Springer and I went, ooh, Bill, should I make that bet? I just can't. I didn't think Nico Springer was that great. I think he had like an 89 average. Now, granted, he won. So you go, okay, he won the game. Fair enough. And I beat Jermaine Watamita. Was up, came back. He threw a lot of 180s at the beginning. I got to figure Brandon Dolan's got to win this game. So I got Brandon Dolan to win this one. I think it'll be a good game, actually. It might be one of those ones with a lot of drama. 6-5 for Brandon Dolan. Devin Peterson, Kim Hybricks. This one, I am jumping on Devin Peterson. I'm going on my stats. The most unluckiest player this year is Devin Peterson. Hybricks didn't do anything to really impress me in his game against Florian Hempel. I think Florian Hempel didn't play very well. Now, the odds for Devin Peterson to win are really good. I'm going to take that bet. I'm going to take Devin Peterson to win this game. I'm not going to put as much on it as I did on Daryl Gurney over Damon Hedda, but still really good odds for Devin Peterson. I'm going to take him. I got him 6-4 over Kim Hybricks. James Wade, Vincent Vandervoort, and Mr. Personality, but he played really well in the Premier League. Didn't have a bad Player Championship 3 and 4. I expect him to carry that on and to beat Vincent Vandervoort 6-3. The next game up, this is another one. How do you bet? Nathan Aspinall, you haven't seen him since the World Championship either. Between him and Danny Noppert, they haven't thrown a dart this year. Jeff Smith was just not impressive. Now, granted, the 35 or whatever hour trip. But again, Jeff Smith, when you look at the scoring, terrible scoring. Great doubles, terrible scoring. Nathan Aspinall is going to score. I like Nathan Aspinall to win this one. I don't think he's going to do much after this one round, but I do like Nathan Aspinall to win this one. I got 6-3. Next game up for the night session or the afternoon session in Canada is going to be Dimitri Vandenberg over Mensur Suljovic is the first game. This is a great game. I get what you want right. MVG Price later on in the afternoon game. You don't want them to be the first ones up, but this is that's a great game to start off. So I'll take, I think Dimitri Vandenberg is going to win this one 6-4. I think it's going to be close. I like the odds too. So again, I'm just loading that up. I should have probably been more prepared with this, but I did make a crazy bet today. I talked about the Daryl Gurney straight up, Devin Peterson one straight up, but I also have I believe it's a 8-game parlay. I'm just going to, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parlay. 19 parlay I went with today. Craziness. I'll get into that, but Vandenberg's part of it. Dimitri Vandenberg to win this one 6-4. Dirk Van Dijvenbode, Nico Kurtz. Again, Nico Kurtz got the win over Gabriel Clemens, but that just shows how bad. I didn't bet for Nico Kurtz. I bet on how bad Gabriel Clemens is. I think Dirk Van Duijvenbode is a little bit better. I think it'll be a close game, but I like Dirk Van Duijvenbode to win this one 6-4. Next game up, Joe Cullen, Matters Razma. I like Joe Cullen here. I think Razma's got a game to challenge him for sure, but I like Joe Cullen to win this one 6-3. Next game up, Michael Van Gerwen, Keen Barry. I think this is going to be a beauty. It's not going to take long. It'll be a very quick game. So maybe the Vanderberg-Sulevic game will be a little bit long. It'll be more than made up in time with this game, MVG, Keen Barry. What I've just seen from Barry is he's very good, but when he plays a good player, he's not so good. He folds. He plays right, he folds. He plays Price, he folds. I expect he's going to do the same thing with MVG. Just learning experience for him, for me. He's still young. I'm not going to say he's a folder or cheap or, pack up a tent when he plays a good player, but it's just been the consistent. He's just learning. I'd love to see him beat the Chihuahua, but I don't see that happening. MVG to win this one 6-3. Next game up, Gerwin Price, Richie Edhouse. They had a great game in the World Championship. I think they're going to have a great game here. I don't think this will walk in the park for Gerwin Price, but the guy just hit 2 9-darters in a day. How am I going to bet Richie Edhouse over him? I'm not. Gerwin Price to win this one 6-4. Johnny Clayton, Christoph Kachuk. Yes, Christoph Kachuk got the big win over Rob Cross, but Johnny Clayton's going to 140 him to death. Now, the one thing to keep in mind with Johnny Clayton, he was terrible on the European Tour last year. Terrible. He didn't even qualify for the World Champ or the European Championship. He lost both first-round games, and he lost them to I'm trying to remember the players, but Adam Smith-Neal, I think, was one of them, and I can't remember who the other one was, but not good players. There's no way. He'll put that right. Johnny Clayton's going to win this one 6-3. Peter Wright against Luke Woodhouse. I was shocked that Luke Woodhouse beat Andy Bolton, but the only reason he beat Andy Bolton was disgustingly terrible. I believe he averaged low 80s, if he even got to 80s. I like Peter Wright to win this one. There's no way. Peter Wright's got a chance to, basically, he's got this. He's got as we sit today, with the money being taken off, he is your number one in the world. The only way he won't be number one in the world is if Gerwin Price makes the final. If Peter Wright wins the first round game, now Gerwin Price has got to win the championship, or Peter Wright's number one going into the UK Open. There's no way that Peter Wright is not prepared for this game. I see him taking this, and I see him actually getting to at least the quarterfinals. So Peter Wright to win this one 6-2 and be your number one in the world by the end of this weekend. Michael Smith Whitlock, I am all over this game like a cheap kid or a fat kid on a Smartie, like myself on a Smartie. Love this game. Whitlock's just, he's not Michael Smith. Michael Smith's got to win something here. This would be embarrassing if Michael Smith loses to Whitlock. I like Michael Smith to win this one 6-3. So again, I'm going to take you through my 9-team parlay. 9-team parlay? Now the 9-team parlay pays back 6 times my money. So I like it. I got Jose De Souza to beat Brian Rahman. How's that not happening? Nathan Aspinall will beat Jeff Smith. Yeah, it's a bit of I'll hold my breath in that game. Michael Van Gerwen to beat Keen Barry. Peter Wright to beat Luke Woodhouse. I don't see that not happening. Michael Smith to beat Simon Whitlock. Christoph Rotowski to beat Louis Williams. Dimitri Vandenberg to beat Menzer Sulovic. Johnny Clayton to beat Christoph Kachuk. And Gerwin Price to beat Richie Edhouse. How those 9 games would you bet the other way? The only one maybe is Jeff Smith over Nathan Aspinall. Maybe Menzer over Dimitri. I'm just looking at the odds, but everything else, I don't see it going the other way. The craziest thing, the worst odds I have are Michael Smith to beat Simon Whitlock. That's the one game that they have got the best odds for. Now, it's minus 275, and I've got a couple minus 800s with Jose De Souza, but overall, it pays 6 times my money. I got to take that game. So that's my 9-team parlay. I've got Daryl Gurney beating Damon Hedda, and I'm getting 2.2 times my money on that one, so I'll take it, plus 120. And I've got Devin Peterson at plus 150 over Kim Huybrechts, which I'm going to take as well. Hope everyone enjoys the darts. Hopefully you listen to me on this one. I like my bets tomorrow. Though Devin Peterson, if I lose that one, I'm not so bad. I've got a lot of money on Daryl Gurney over Damon Hedda, so that's the game. And unfortunately for me, I got to get up at 6:15 to prepare myself and make sure I get my Baileys and coffee in me before I watch that first game. Hopefully everyone enjoys their Saturday. Hopefully enjoys day 2. Hope you enjoyed the video as well. Hope you get some information from it. Cheers. Bye.